Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another Perfume Diaries video where I update you guys on my monthly perfume tray. I let you guys know the fragrances that I'm thinking about decluttering, fragrances that I'm loving, and just updating you guys on all of the fragrances that I have on my tray. This is going to be the first half of May, which is crazy how fast time is going by, but I have a few fragrances here to update you guys on, and the next update will be towards the end of the month. With that said, if you would like to see how it's been going with the fragrances in my May tray, just keep on watching. For this perfume tray update, I have one declutter, and I think you guys won't be shocked. I was trying to be optimistic about this one, but it's just not me. And I think going forward, anytime that I see this scent DNA, I need to try it out in person. I need to be able to smell it before I blind buy anything with this type of scent DNA. And this is Lattafa Yara Twos. I think it's Twos. Here is the perfume bottle, which this has literally only been sprayed a few times. And I will say, this is the closest that we have gotten for my nose where it was a bit enjoyable, like this scent DNA where you have mango and you have fruits and you have white florals. So this has mango, it has coconut, passion fruit in the opening. I thought that this one could be the one for me, but I don't do well with this scent DNA. Ever since I got mango skin, I think that's going to be the mango scent for me, because this, I can smell the mango, I really can, which is what I love about this fragrance, and I can also smell the coconut. But underneath all that is that jasmine DNA that type of jasmine that I don't enjoy. Because I do have a lot of fragrances in my collection that have jasmine in them and they are amazing. So I'm not going to say no just because a fragrance has jasmine, but this has that specific jasmine where it smells a little indolic. It just gives me the scent that's not enjoyable for me. I know so many people love these types of fragrances. I can see it, I truly can, but I know deep down this is not one that I am going to want to reach for. It's just not. I remember wearing it the other day and I was very hesitant to even pull it out, and I'm like, you have to try it, Amy. That's the reason why you got it. But it's a step up from those that I don't like. For example, Paco Rabanne Fame, Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb, Tiger Lily, I think it was called. This is the best one out of those. If I had to choose one, I would choose this one. Is it one that I want in my collection? It's not. So this fragrance is going to be up on my Mercari the day that this video goes live. So whoever's interested in it, you guys can pick it up. It's literally been sprayed a few times just to try it, but it is full. So that is the only declutter we have the first half of May. So let's begin with the fragrance updates. So here we have one that we are almost done with. This bottle is almost gone, and this is Glossier U. I have been talking about this so much for the past few months just because I've been trying to wear it all. So as you can see, this is going to be done this month, and this fragrance is just a second skin, musky, powdery, clean, a little peppery. I do pick up pepper in this one, which is the reason why I prefer the Seven Virtues Amber Vanilla. It's a very similar scent DNA, I just prefer that one. So I am trying to finish off my Glossier U just so that I can begin to use up my Amber Vanilla. So this fragrance is, I think, the #1 fragrance that my husband compliments no matter what. If I put on Glossier U, he is always going to say something about this fragrance, and that's crazy because it's not my favorite fragrance. Like, it's not one that I would consider a favorite, but it does get compliments and people do notice it. It creates a really nice scent bubble around you. If you are a very feminine girl, you like delicate fragrances that don't smell too harsh or over the top, U is perfect. It's perfect for every day, for running errands, for going to get your nails done, going on a trip shopping real quick. It's just an easy reach, and this one just has those notes that I do enjoy. It has iris, which gives you like this calming, powdery, very soothing type of touch to a fragrance. And there is also ambroxan and ambrette, which is some of my favorite fragrance notes. It just makes a fragrance airy, not too thick, not too dense. It's just really nice. So I definitely recommend Glossier U. I just prefer Amber Vanilla from the Seven Virtues. It has a bit of a more smoothed over touch, and I don't pick up as much pink pepper as I do do with this one. If it wasn't for that, this would probably be one of my all-time favorite fragrances. But we're almost done with Glossier You. Next up, we have the famous Pickle perfume. Everyone on YouTube and on fragrance websites and anywhere that you can review this fragrance, the most popular topic that you would find is this smells like pickles. And this is Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. I don't have the outside part just because I found it a little too like clunky. So here is the bottle that I have. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle, and I have been enjoying this one so much. This to me is a super sweet, soft, rounded out, creamy coconut. And the notes in here are just, I feel like the notes are to die for. You have raspberry and pear, which are some of my favorite fruit notes in a fragrance. And then you have coconut and pink rose. I don't pick up a lot of the rose in this fragrance, but it is a very nice addition to it. But I would not say that it centers around the rose one bit. This is so girly. The raspberry and the pear give you this fruity, beautiful opening, but the coconut is there right away from the start. It's almost kind of like a powdery coconut or like very creamy. And then you have macarons and musk in the base. I mean, it's just super feminine, girly. I am a big fan of Ariana Grande fragrances. I feel like it's my favorite celebrity brand for fragrances. They're just very feminine, sweet, flirty, very well thought out. I love how they wear. This I use a lot when I'm home after I shower for bedtime. But even if I had to wear this in the middle of the day to go anywhere, I would just feel really cute and perfect for spring and summertime. You do have to be a coconut lover though to get into this one. But to me, it's one of the most comforting coconuts, and it almost has like this powdery, creamy feel to it. So really, really nice. It's not that sunscreen beachy type of coconut. It's more of a fluffy, that macaron in there. You can really feel that note in there. It's like a dessert, sweet, fluffy, and just beautiful. I love Thank You Next. Next up, we have a flanker that I fell so in love with in Puerto Rico. If you live anywhere with tropical weather, an island, just that type of surroundings, if you can still find this, because I feel like this one has been hard to find. If you can find it, pick it up. It's so beautiful. It's a tropical queen. And this is Dolce & Gabbana Doce Lily. I am so happy to bring her back out. I raved about her last year, and this one is definitely more tropical for sure. Fruity, citrusy, just very bright and happy and girly and flirty. Nothing too serious. This is perfect for daytime. Oh my god, that passion fruit in here mixed with the lemon and the bergamot. When I first got it, I used to get acerolas, which a lot of you guys told me how it's called in English and I forgot again. But it's like this really big looking cherry, or like, yeah, like a cherry. And it's a little sour, it's a little bitter. And that's what I used to think of with this while I was living in Puerto Rico. Now that I'm here in the States, I can definitely notice that it's passion fruit with some citrus. Like I'm kind of able to pick that up better. Super girly, super flirty, fun, perfect for spring and summer, perfect for hot weather because it feels almost refreshing. And the musky base is beautiful. There is sandalwood vanilla in the base, but I wouldn't say that that's super noticeable in here. I feel like it dries down more to that musk with those pink florals, and then the citrus with the passion fruit in the opening just makes it very sparkling and fresh, flirty, very fun and energetic type of fragrance. So that is Doce Lily. Oh, this next one was complimented by my little daughters. So anytime they give me a compliment, it's so cute because they're 7 and 4 years old. So they start talking about what they smell and they always say the same thing. Just because they hear me talking about fragrance, so it's super cute. But when I put this on, they made it a point to compliment me, and they don't do that all the time. They compliment me with the fragrances that truly catches their attention. So I was wearing Goldfield and Banks, and this is Sunset Hour. You can find this fragrance at Twisted Lily if you're interested. They usually also have samples, so I am going to leave a discount so that you can get 10% off of your order, as well as the link to the fragrance in the description box below. If they have a sample available, I'll also put that in the description box for you. But this right here is the most beautiful, girly. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so so good. I feel like this fragrance is going to be making its way to the top of... Oh, look at that atomizer. You're getting a lot of fragrance with just one spray. This makes me think of kind of like the same reaction that I get to Lily Soleil, where they're just bright and beautiful. This one has a fruity touch in there. It is this very different, it's called Kwandong Desert Peach. Never heard of it, so I don't know how it's supposed to smell, but I will say that this does have a very fruity, I don't know if I want to say peachy just because I saw that peach, but it's not your typical peach though. It's not like the peach rings or nothing like that. It's a very juicy, super juicy, fruity, peachy type of scent. It smells so good. And I also get the mandarin orange, so I do get some citrus in here, but there's also cashmere wood. You do pick up the sandalwood, so it does get woody. It just makes me think of like a sunset in front of the beach, like after you've been at the beach. It's not a beachy scent for me. It's more of, we're gonna go eat after we were at the beach all day, and I want to smell really juicy and flirty and girly, but still refreshing, still giving off those vacation tropical vibes. So this is blended beautifully. I love it and I have been enjoying it. So my girls loved it. That is Sunset Hour. Next up, we have the latest release from Ellis Brooklyn. I have been giving her so much love, and this is Miami Nectar. This bottle is everything. It's giving it to me. I think it's gorgeous. I think the fragrance is gorgeous. And once I posted my review, I was so curious to see what other people were thinking about it. And I'm so happy that a lot of people were saying the same thing. It might give you kind of like that Bath and Body Works DNA, where it smells like a body mist that's just very beachy with coconut and just very tropical with the pineapple and all that. But if you give it a minute, kind of let it settle into the skin and dry down, you will see that this is more than that. It does open up with that scent DNA. It's very refreshing, almost sugary, like that pink pineapple that's also in Cloud Pink, where it makes it very sweet and candy-like. That's definitely in here. But then that dry down and those woody notes start coming through, along with that vanilla, which Ellis Brooklyn usually puts vanilla in their base, and it always adds like this sugary, creamy touch to the fragrance after it starts drying down. So I really like that about it. And this is just breezy. It makes me think of palm trees, but like a bunch of palm trees, and they're just giving off like this breeze. It's refreshing, it's cooling, coconut with pineapple, and definitely the palm leaf. That's a very, I wouldn't say it turns the fragrance green, but it gives a green touch to the fragrance. And then those woody notes in the base are just beautiful. I don't pick up a lot of jasmine in this one. It does not bother me. So if you're similar to me, the jasmine in here, it's okay. The opening notes are beautiful and they kind of stay throughout the duration of the fragrance, but then that vanilla with the woody notes in the dry down is perfection. So Miami Nectar is definitely a win for me, and I have really been enjoying this fragrance the past 2 weeks. So this fragrance is also out of stock on Sephora's website. I'm so happy that I was able to pick up a bottle of this, and I did go through an entire travel size. I have a little bit left in my travel size, which I'm going to send to my mom, but this is by the 5 Cents, and this is in Too Deep. The packaging is very simple, really cute. I love the top. I love anything with like a wood top like that. And this is described as warm and spicy, warm and sweet gourmands. The keynotes are Tahitian vanilla, Australian sandalwood, and sparkling sugar. This is so beautiful. It's very delicate and soft, so it's not a beast mode fragrance. I actually feel like not many of the fragrances that I talked about today are beast mode, but I think you're starting to notice that my channel is not really geared towards super strong fragrances. I will have some that are super strong and I enjoy a fragrance when the performance is great, but I kind of like these like intimate, personal, create a nice scent bubble around you type of smell. So In Too Deep is just this sugary vanilla. It has a little bit of the sandalwood, but it's not overpowering. Sandalwood can make me super sick if it's done too thick, if they put too much of it. This is perfection. It's sugary vanilla, so it smells very intoxicating, very inviting. And then the sandalwood just adds a tiny bit of a woody touch, but it's more of just like a sparkly, sugary, girly, sweet vanilla. It smells very gourmand and really nice for everyday bedtime pretty much anytime. This is a great one. Next up, we have two Le Monde Gourmand fragrances, and these are staying in my collection. I love them. I enjoy them. And I also got a compliment from my daughter with this one. And I actually enjoy this one a little bit more this year than I did last year, but it does bring me bittersweet memories. So it's funny how I have a whole perfume collection, right? There's like 130 something fragrances in my collection, and your brain will pick out a fragrance and be like, okay, I'm attaching this memory to this fragrance because it just feels like it. Sometimes I'll try to purposely like take, for example, if I'm going on a cruise and I take a fragrance to make it like that cruise's fragrance, then I will create a scent memory. But if I'm not looking for it, it will just happen randomly. And this has literally just our last move in here. Like, all I think about when I smell this is recently moving here, being in a new house that we never lived in before, a new state that we never lived in before, the moving process, the beautiful weather. When we got here, it was the middle of summertime. It has really nice memories, but also I have a few memories with my grandpa who was sick at the time. So it has like bittersweet memories to it that just come straight to my mind as soon as I smell this. But I did choose this fragrance over Skylar's Boardwalk Delight, I think is the name. They're very, very similar. This one is more affordable, and I feel like this one lasts a long time. And this is a cotton candy type of fragrance. So if you love cotton candy, definitely need to check this one out. I'm gonna let you know the notes in here. There is red berries, cyclamen, vanilla, and sugar. It's just a super sugary cotton candy fun scent. It's super sweet, super duper sweet. So the sugar in there is very strong, and it just smells like a cotton candy. It smells like going to a fair, going on rides on a hot summer day. It's fun. That's just what it makes me think of. It's really, really nice, sweet, sugary cotton candy. The one from Skylar ended up giving me like a headache. There's something in that one that just gets really sharp and cloying the more you wear it, where I didn't experience that with this one. So I ended up keeping this one over my Boardwalk Delight. And then finally, for the last one, this one I love so much. From the juice to the way it makes me feel, this one is Lait de Coco. And look at that, it literally looks like coconut milk. And since I am a coconut freak, which funny enough, I do not like coconut water. If you grab a coconut and just give it to me with a straw, not the vibe for me. But I love the scent of anything coconut. And I actually do like desserts that have coconut taste to it. I don't like the flakes though. Can't do the flakes. This is just so creamy. It's milky, creamy, smooth, sweet without being too sweet. And this literally smells like you have the most moisturized skin ever in your life. Like, it just smells like a milk, like a true coconut milk. Like if you have your body drenched in moisture, that's what this smells like. It's a beautiful coconut. I don't have no negative things to say about this fragrance. It smells amazing. And this one has bergamot in the opening, which is one of my favorite ways to combine coconut with anything. It would be with lime or bergamot, something that gives it like that sparkling touch. And then the base notes is vanilla and praline. So these are affordable. They are not going to be the most beast mode, long lasting type of fragrances. If you're looking for that, this is probably not it. But if you're like me and you love more personal scents, fragrances that will create a scent bubble around you, especially, you can overspray these fragrances. That's what I like about softer fragrances, is that if I want it to be a little more intense, I can overspray. With a super strong fragrance, I will just do one spray and maybe two if I can handle it. But I do get headaches. I do have allergies. I'm a little more sensitive lately. So these are just what I enjoy. All of these today are beautiful. This one's going to be on my Mercari. Look for it if you're interested. Today, after this video goes live, it should be up on my Mercari. And with that said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment down below if you have any of these fragrances and how you are enjoying them, how they work for you. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.